Yes, whatever you guys have missed during this webinar, we're always on YouTube, so you can ask us on there, and I'll also post it on YouTube later. We'll wait a few more minutes for the rest of our participants. All right, everyone. While we wait for the rest of our participants, may I entertain you with our YouTube channel? If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe. And we're pretty active on the community tab, so make sure to stay tuned in that. I'm also gonna show some of our videos first while we wait. I'm gonna show Naziro's video.
Hi, welcome back to my series on how to ace the application, writing cover letters that impress employers. Your cover letter is your crucial first impression. It's an opportunity to craft a compelling narrative, not just a summary. Each letter must be tailored to the specific job and company, demonstrating your unique fit. First and foremost, we need to hook them in the opening by being specific, such as avoiding generic phrases like to whom it may concern. Secondly, highlight your achievements. Start with a compelling achievement or unique value proposition. And thirdly, mention connection by including a mutual connection would most likely make a good first impression. Remember, a strong opening grabs attention. Next point is highlighting relevant skill and experience. Firstly, focus on your key skills. Don't just repeat your resume. You also need to emphasize 2 or 3 skills that matches the job. Secondly, provide example by illustrating how you have successfully applied those skills in the past. And lastly, quantify your achievements. Use numbers to show impact by stating your capability to manage a big budget and increasing sales. Moving on the next step, how to impress employers. Show you understand about the company and the role. Doing deep research about the company's mission, values, and recent projects. Demonstrate how your skills align with their specific needs and show a genuine interest toward the company. Go beyond surface level knowledge, showing genuine interest and understanding, and make reference for specific initiative or challenges will make a good imprint of you. Next step, showcase your personality and passion. Having an authentic voice, boldly expressing enthusiasm, having a personal connection, and express a good soft skill by demonstrating communication, good sense of teamwork, and problem-solving abilities will surely outshine your personality. Furthermore, by addressing potential concerns or gaps, would see concerns as opportunities for growth and emphasize unique perspective or skills. In addition, never forget to proofread and polish your CV. Review carefully and be mindful of your grammatical, spelling, and punchline errors. Always get genuine feedbacks from a friend or colleague after reviewing your letter to make space for improvement. And using an appropriate and professional format, thus making your letter flawless, to increase the chance to avoid rejection. As for the closing, always reiterate your interest in the role and express your utmost gratitude by thanking the employer for your time. Use sincerely or best regard as your professional closing, and last but not least, add in your contact information for them to reach you by including phone number and email. End powerfully by emphasizing your eagerness to discuss how your skills and your experience can benefit your employer. Hi, we meet again, and this time I'm gonna guide you on how to search for job platforms and opportunities. So, what are the power of job search platforms? It is an essential tool that bridges the gap of job seekers to connect directly with potential employers. The key platforms that are common nowadays are JobStreet, Maokerja, and LinkedIn. And 89% of job seekers uses online platforms. Breakdown of the top job search platform is JobStreet, a platform that dominates Southeast Asian job markets. By this, you need to optimize your profile for maximum visibility, and filtering the search via salary, location, and job level would make it easier to be targeted. Exploring Maokerja, it is a Malaysian-focused job market with nice job opportunities. Thus, you need to craft a strong application to make you stand out. And it is proven that 16% of Malaysian SMEs actively recruited through this base. The next one is LinkedIn. It's more of a leverage for viral networking, and it boasts over 850 million members. Building a professional and a strong brand is needed to attract recruiters. Here are some tips for a more strategic job search. First, tailor documents by customizing resume and cover letter. Second, need to have a good networking to uncover hidden opportunities through connections. Third, follow up with the recruiter to demonstrate your interest by diligent follow-up. And lastly, highlight your achievements with quantifiable results. Some of the advanced strategies are by direct application to the company websites, going to the career fair, and through recruitment agencies. In conclusion, you need to take a proactive step in your job searching task. Start today, stay consistent, and adapt. Thank you.
So can we continue the session?
Yes, we shall continue.
Alright. Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. Thank you for joining this session. So today I will share about how to prepare ourselves for an interview. But before I brief pasal the tips, I nak tunjuk to you guys one video. So Elle, can you help me to show the video?
Yes, give me a minute, please. I apologize. I'm having some technical difficulties. Hold on, yeah.
It's okay, Elle, take your time. Sorry, I tak dengar video.
You guys couldn't hear the video?
Ya, tak ada suara.
Okay, kejap. I'm sorry. Please let me know if you can hear the video, okay?
Okay. We cannot hear the video.
Cannot hear the video?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, Awin, we cannot hear your video.
Sorry guys, tak dapat dia tunjuk video. Ada technical issue. So, I proceed je lah kot. Sekejap.
It's okay, Awin. You can continue first. I'll try my best to find a solution to this, okay?
Right.
Maybe we can show it after your briefing.
So, boleh nampak ke slide? Alright. So, today I will brief about the interview preparation. So, whether you are a fresh graduate or someone looking to switch career, interview adalah pintu masuk utama untuk dapatkan kerja yang you all impikan. So, today I will share the tips and strategy to help you buat persediaan yang betul, jawab dengan yakin dan tinggalkan first impression yang baik to the interviewers. So, what is the purpose of an interview? Interview ni bukan sekadar sesi soal jawab. It's more than that. It's your chance to show your value, to prove that you are a good fit and also to see if the company fits your goals. Jadi jangan anggap yang interview ni hanya untuk diuji. Anggap ia sebagai perbualan profesional antara dua hala. So I will start with the pre-interview preparation. So for your information, this is the crucial steps in preparing for an interview. Kalau you datang tanpa persediaan, it's like going into a battle tanpa senjata. So the first tips is to study the company. Ambil masa untuk kenal syarikat tu. What I mean by kenal is, you kena tahu apa produk dia, apa values syarikat tu dan apa culture diorang. So contohnya, kalau syarikat tu fokus kepada sustainability, you boleh kaitkan nilai tersebut dengan diri you masa jawab soalan tu. So next, you kena understand the job description. You tak boleh sekadar baca tajuk jawatan tu. Baca secara teliti tanggungjawab dan syarat-syarat jawatan tu. Compare dengan pengalaman atau kemahiran yang you ada. So kalau diorang nak orang yang ada pengalaman, you kena share lah you punya pengalaman. So kalau diorang nak someone yang boleh handle deadline dengan multitask, tunjukkan yang you ada pengalaman tu sebelum ni. You boleh multitask, you boleh handle deadline. So next is prepare for the common interview question. You can always practice answer for question like, tell me about yourself, apa kelemahan dan kekuatan you, why should we hire you. So kalau after this I will share the video. So dalam video tu I ada mention about technique STAR, which is situation, task, action and result. So this technique is actually useful untuk bagi you punya jawapan lagi jelas dengan meyakinkan. So we are going to brief about the appearance and body language. So first impression memang penting sebab orang akan nilai kita dalam beberapa saat yang pertama. So the first one is dress code. Untuk lelaki, you boleh pakai baju kemeja, seluar slide dengan kasut formal. Jangan pakai baju yang berkedut. Always prepare lah orang kata kan. Untuk perempuan pula, please pakai pakaian sopan dengan warna natural. Tudung kena kemas and paling penting solekan tu kena minimal. Kena pakai makeup minimal, aksesori yang minimal. Jangan over-over. So the goal is to look clean, professional and confident. Next, kena maintain eye contact. Sebab eye contact tu akan bagi you nampak confident bila bercakap. And always remember to have a clear speech. Kita memang nervous, tapi kalau kita nervous pun, make sure apa yang kita cakap tu clear bagi orang faham. So, untuk body language tadi, you remember untuk duduk tegak, jangan goyang-goyang kaki, kena maintain eye contact tu, jangan peluk tubuh sebab kalau you peluk tubuh you akan nampak defensif, and always remember to smile supaya you nampak tenang dengan mesra. So now is during the interview. Here are some do's and don'ts for during the interview. First, think before talk. Remember to fikir before bercakap. Because sometimes you akan bercakap benda yang tak penting kalau you tak fikir. So next, talk slowly. Talk fast only buat you nampak nervous. Next, don't forget to smile. And for the don'ts, do not lean back sebab you akan nampak malas dan uninterested. And next, don't look at your phone. Sama, akan bagi nampak yang you tak interested pun. Here are the tips for during the interview. Always remember to masuk dengan senyuman, bagi salam atau greeting secara ringkas. For example, you boleh cakap, good morning, thank you for this opportunity, it's nice to meet you. And bila jawab soalan, ambil masa untuk fikir. Macam saya cakap tadi, kalau you nervous sekalipun, you kena fikir dulu. Kalau you nervous and you tak fikir, you terus cakap, akan nampak apa yang you cakap tu macam tak ada isi. So kalau you jangan cakap terlampau laju dan jangan cakap terlampau ringkas. Tapi kalau tak pasti, you boleh jawab macam ni, that's an interesting question, I will approach it this way. Lepas tu you huraikan apa-apa semua, you punya point. Lepas tu kalau interviewer tanya, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Ni common question jugalah biasa bila interview. So you boleh jawab, I hope to grow in a role that challenge me, where I can contribute and continuously learn, ideally within your organization. So now is for the closing. Bila tanya, do you have any question? You jangan cakap no. Show that you are interested and tanya soalan macam yang dalam slide ni. What does a typical day in this role look like? How do you define success for this position? So nampaklah yang you berminat actually dengan jawatan yang you apply ni, yang you dapat interview ni. Lepas habis you dah tanya soalan tu and diorang dah jawab, the interview dah jawab, don't forget to cakap terima kasih. Cakaplah thank you for your time, I really appreciate the opportunity to learn more about the role. And this is the crucial part. After the interview, please remember to follow up. What I mean by this is, selepas interview tu, hantar thank you email kepada interviewer tu. It might look small, tapi it actually bagi kesan yang besar. Sebab dia bagi nampak yang you memang betul-betul berminat untuk kerja dengan company ni. For example, you boleh tulis dekat email ni. So you boleh tulis kat dalam email ni, thank you for the interview today. It was a pleasure speaking with you and I'm excited to about the opportunity to contribute to your team. So now I will share the common mistakes to avoid. The first one is datang lewat. Please remember to arrive early because datang lewat akan bagi bad impression to the interviewers. Next, tak tahu langsung pasal syarikat ni. Ni akan tunjuk yang you tak berminat pun dengan syarikat ni. Lepas tu, talk too much or too less. Remember to cakap bila perlu and make sure yang you fokus untuk jawab all the question. Other than that is gagal bagi contoh bila jawab. And last, kritik majikan lama. Dia sangat tak digalakkan sebab akan nampak yang you adalah bad employee. So to success in an interview, please buat persediaan rapi, kenal pasti kekuatan diri you, praktis jawab soalan dengan yakin dan tunjukkan sikap positif dan profesional. Jangan risau kalau first interview you tak berjaya. every interview is a stepping stone to improvement. Yang penting you show up, you prepare well and you grow each time. So that's all from me. For those yang tengah cari kerja, good luck to you and may the right opportunity find you soon. Thank you.
Tidak basuh mami. Tidak, mami. Mami. Mami.
Right. All right. Thank you so much, Awin, for your sharing, for your presentation. Is everyone okay?
Yes.
All right. So our next session is my session. Hello again, everyone. I'm sure you guys know me already. I'm Ellie, your career growth and mindset guide. So hold on a minute while I share my slides. Okay, hello everyone. Can everyone say hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. So once again, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Ellie, and I'm in charge with your career growth and your mindset. Okay, so I want to begin with asking if you know what you want in a job. Do you want something stable? Do you want something exciting? Or do you want to be a leader? Or maybe you want to be someone who's more to behind the scenes? Your answer, of course, does not need to be perfect because at the end of the day, you're just starting out, correct? So, right now, we're going to talk about something that a lot of us worry about, but I don't think a lot of us know how to actually begin solving the problem. Have you guys ever thought about what kind of job do I even want? Or maybe you're trying to pick a path that's right for you, or you don't know where to start. Okay, so don't worry because I've been there too. Okay, we've all been there. And right now I'm going to help you answer those questions step by step, okay? I'll guide you how to gain more clarity about what you really want to do after university. So before that, I want you to remember that you're not alone, obviously. I'm here to walk you through how to set a career goal that actually makes sense for you, right? If it's okay, I want you all to go grab a piece of paper and a pen, preferably. Or you can even open your notes app if that's your thing, right? I want you to write some things down as we go. So this is a moment of self-reflection more so, okay? It's kind of like journaling, but it's for your career, okay? You can even get comfy. It's time to reflect on yourself. I want you to ask yourself a lot of questions in my session, okay? You can ask me a few questions if you want. I'm open to questions and I'm open to participation, okay? So, for our first section, I want you to ask yourself some very deep questions actually. Okay? I want you to be honest with yourself. I want you to figure out who you really are first. And that doesn't mean just who you are on paper. I want you to know who you are as a person, as a human. Okay? Because I think career planning isn't about jumping into the first job that you see or the first job that comes your way. You bukan nak redah je. Kerja apa pun dapat, yang tu lah you akan pergi. Okay? Having a career is having an ambition. Okay, it's about finding something that really suits you. So throughout this session, I want you to reflect and discover who you are as a potential employee. And in my opinion, I feel like you cannot build a fulfilling career unless you really know yourself and unless you really take the time to understand who you are. Right, first of all, I want you to ask yourself, what kind of roles am I interested in? Are you interested in admin or sales or maybe tech? Maybe a lot of you are very ambitious. Maybe you guys want to go into law or marketing, teaching, maybe administration, right? And I want you to ask yourself, what are your values as a person? What do you seek? Do you seek stability, flexibility, or do you seek a nice work-life balance? And I want you to know what your key skills or interests, what are you interested in, or what are your strengths? Are your strengths in a particular subject? Because most of the time, people don't know how to start looking for a job because they don't actually know what they're good at, okay? There's a difference between having an interest about something and being actually good at it. And personally, if you ask me, I think you should go for something that you are good at. Okay, that's where you start. For example, if you feel like you're good at leading, maybe you should go for that. Maybe you should seek out positions like managers, or if you want to start out, maybe you can start teaching people. Okay? And I want you to ask yourself what kind of tasks you enjoy. Do you like helping people, or do you like solving problems, or maybe you're more of a creative person? What kind of tasks do you like? These things that you enjoy doing, it can actually translate into what career you're going to go into, okay? Like how do you enjoy spending your free time? That might be your passion. Who knows, right? And I want you to reflect on what you've learned through uni. What experiences have you had? Maybe you've done part-time jobs, or maybe you have previous jobs. And to put it simple, maybe I would like you to reflect on group projects. Of course, as a university student, you've gone through multiple group projects, right? So I want you to really think back on what kind of roles you typically fall into. Are you the type of person yang fall into the leadership role? Ataupun you're good at presentation, or maybe you're more into research, right? You can write those down, okay? I think this self-assessment section is for you to actually tahu apa you punya kekuatan, your strengths, and what your weaknesses are, okay? And apa workload yang you rasa you boleh buat. Right, and I also want you to think about lifestyle, okay? I want you to ask yourself, where do you want to live? Do you picture yourself in the future living closer to home, working closer to home, or maybe you want to work in the city first to build up your career, and then maybe you want to settle down somewhere quiet, right? Do you want to work in the city, or do you want to work in small cities, or do you not mind constantly moving? Because there are some type of jobs yang require you to be on site. You know, you can move around a lot. Do you not mind that, right? And then I want you to think of the work environment. Do you like working in an office, or do you like working outdoors? Or do you like a mix of both, you know? It can be a mix because you never know what kind of opportunities yang ada dekat luar tu untuk you, right? So for these questions, I don't want you to overthink, okay? Apa yang you rasa you boleh buat, apa yang you rasa you tak boleh buat, you just be honest. Okay? If you want to do macam mind map ke apa, suka hati you lah kan. But remember, there's no right or wrong answers because this is your journey and you have to take your time answering these questions because the more honest you are, the more clearer your direction will be. Okay, after you dah tanya yourself these questions, after you dah adalah view, adalah you know some things about you, you know what you're good at, you know what you're not good at, you know what you want in a job. Now is the time to actually look for the job, okay? Now is the time to research, okay? Research dulu the industries, or you have to understand what is out there. Apa working world offer untuk you. Okay, for this section, I want you to start researching the type of jobs that matches your strengths. Or maybe you can look for jobs that are aligned with your study course or your specific interests. Like for example, if you think you like managing people, maybe you can explore HR, right? Like me, I'm currently studying human resource management because honestly, I feel like I'm good at managing people. And maybe you can go into training or more operation-based roles, right? But if you like designing, maybe you can check out marketing or maybe content creation. There's a lot of content creation jobs out there for now because I feel like nowadays most companies rely on content creation for their marketing, right? So maybe you can venture out for that. And maybe if you like helping people, maybe you can venture into social work, teaching ataupun counseling. Okay? And after that, I want you to actually know the industries that are around you. Okay? The industries that are hiring, the industries that are growing right now. For example, finance, retail, ataupun healthcare, ataupun education, tech, ataupun maybe you fikir macam nak kerja dekat dalam government. The government sector is actually hiring, you know. They have a pretty high turnover rate, however, so be careful with that. And then I want you to know what those jobs offer, okay? Bila you dah start researching about the jobs, the positions yang you might fit into, the industries yang might boleh hire you, you need to know apa diorang buat actually in the jobs, okay? Day to day, what are their job scopes? For this, I would suggest you to use job portals macam tadi Naziro cakap, JobStreet, Mau Kerja, Indeed. You can go onto these websites and actually read through all the job descriptions, okay? Because I feel like once you go onto these job portals, you actually know what the company, what the industry expects of you, okay? For example, before I started looking for jobs, I thought that teaching was just sitting in front of a classroom and then just teaching a subject. But actually, no. You have to do lesson planning, you have to mark the students' books, you have to work with admin, you have to key in the students' markah semua, you have to know software. Even though you are passionate in teaching, you actually have to know some type of data management, right? So unless you research like this, you won't actually know what these jobs do. Okay, so and while you're at it, you know, masa you tengah research through the job portals, you can look also for what kind of soft skills or qualifications or certificates that are commonly required in your chosen field. Okay, maybe you are picking to go into healthcare. Some of them require extra qualifications. Some of them require very specific certifications, okay? So you need to check for these soft skills. Like I said just now, even though you're going into maybe marketing, you might also need to know some things about Microsoft management, data management, because nowadays jobs really expect you to perform in every job scope ever. That's the reality of it lah. So through answering these questions, through researching these, I want you to keep in mind that there are actually so many options for you. So the thing that I rasa that I struggled with when I was first looking for a job or trying to figure out what I want in life is I often feel pressured to have a passion for something when that's not actually important actually. You don't have to feel pressured to have a passion for everything. Maybe you tak ada passion pun untuk data management. Ada je jobs yang tak require data management. So there's a lot of options. Just don't give up looking, okay? It's okay to start small. It's okay to be picky lah sikit. But figure things out as you go. That's my advice. So, and aside from looking into JobStreet ataupun LinkedIn, you can also go ahead and ask your seniors or lecturers about real world insight, right? Maybe you can go to your seniors yang you rasa you nak kerja macam dia. You can go and ask them how it's like working, their role, their position, what are their positions like, right? So this is where you can start narrowing things down. You tengok position apa yang you interested, position apa yang you tak interested. Okay. So once you dah habis research and you dah get excited dah what you want to do, you dah tahu, you dah have an idea position apa you nak. Next, I want you to actually prepare for the job you want. This one, I feel like Nazirul has done a very good job lecturing you guys about this. But once again, I want to reiterate lah what he said. So now that you have an idea where you want to go, let's talk about preparation. So I want for you to ask yourself, what can I do now, sekarang, to build my profile untuk get closer to that career goal? You dah tahu yourself, you dah ada tujuan you. Okay, you dah ada you punya hala tuju sikit. I want you to think about apa yang you boleh buat sekarang untuk perbaiki lagi you punya, untuk build you punya resume, untuk build profile you as a future employee. Macam mana you nak lagi dekat, you nak dekatkan diri dengan career goal yang tu. So for this, I want you to work on your resume lah, obviously. Work on your resume and cover letter. So as our presenter, our job application expert tadi cakap, you have to look into every single thing, okay? All the intricate details through the font, semua, make sure everything aligns with what you want to look like in the eyes of your future employer. Okay, so untuk content dia, obviously I want you to decide if you need to take extra certification for your wanted career path yang I cakap tadi lah. Maybe you want to go into admin. You can take extra courses for that. Maybe you want to cari courses dekat university ataupun you want to go into online courses. You nak cari certificate untuk nampakkan you ni orang yang berpengalaman. Okay, orang yang ada pelajaran tentang benda tu. Right, aside from of course taking courses, you can go join your clubs. Kalau you a student, maybe you can join clubs or you can join student activities or you can go for societies. I'm sure there's a lot of choices in your university. These kind of activities really build your soft skill, and believe it or not, you can put these in your resume. Even if you don't have experience yet, you can put these in your resume. Maybe you can put you've been a chairman for your club. That's an experience. That shows that you have responsibility. That shows that you have good leadership. Okay? And satu lagi, I want to actually raise awareness for Google Career Certificates or Coursera. If you guys go ahead and Google search dia kat Google tu, Google Career Certificates. There's actually online courses, okay, that you can take. And then at the end, they will give you a certificate for that. And then you boleh attach to your resume. A lot of people don't know this, and I feel like a lot of employers look for this nowadays. Okay, it shows that you ada initiative untuk tambah lagi ilmu you. Right. So of course, satu lagi, you can do internship, you can do part-time, or you can do short-term work, maybe weekend jobs ke. You can put that in your resume also. You can start looking now. Okay, maybe you're interested in teaching. Maybe you can start teaching your friends. Maybe you can hold kelas tambahan, kelas intensive, okay, for a cheap price ke, and then you can put that in your resume. Okay, that counts as experience. Even the smallest experience, such as helping in family business ke, helping organize events ke, these can shape your future career path, you know. Every little thing can build your confidence, and it can make your resume look more hireable to your employers. Alright, so now we move on to the final part where you put everything together. If you guys have been taking notes from just now, from section 1, section 2, and section 3, all the answers that you guys have compiled, you guys can put together. You guys can connect the dots, you know. For example, I tunjuk kat sini. This is where you write a career goal for yourself lah. A career goal is basically a short and clear and also realistic statement of what you're aiming for. It's something like a direction. It's a direction that gives you a goal to work towards, okay? It doesn't have to be long, okay? It doesn't have to be one paragraph. It just has to be a few sentences, or like, it's just one short statement yang you boleh jadikan tu misi you, okay? Okay, for example, I buat kat sini ni, this is honestly my experience lah. For example, for the first part tadi, for my self-assessment, I find that I really like teaching. I suka mengajar, and I suka help people. I like finding solutions for people. Kalau orang tu tak tahu jalan ke, I like giving advice. I like redirecting them. Okay, that's what I enjoy. And I also think that I'm very good at communicating. I'm a very friendly person, and I'm naturally a very talkative person. I'm sorry if it doesn't seem like it right now. I'm a bit nervous right now, not gonna lie. So I find that I really like teaching. So I search for teaching jobs. Okay. And one more thing that I realized during my self-assessment, that I prefer to work indoors. I tak nak kerja panas-panas kat luar. Okay, that's my pickiness lah. So it's okay to be picky. You nak kerja indoor ke? You nak kerja outdoor ke? That's you. Okay, that's you. Alright, so based on my strengths, section kedua tadi, I dah gather that maybe I boleh kerja dekat HR. Maybe I boleh kerja education. Maybe I boleh kerja customer service or admin support. This is because tadi, it connects, right? HR connects to helping people. Education connects to teaching. Customer service connects to problem solving. Admin support connects to organizing skills, kan? So I made a conclusion that because HR, education, customer service, and admin support, it helps me sharpen my clear communication. And also most of the time, these jobs require me to work indoors, and they have a stable working hours. And I memang nak calm work-life balance. I feel like these fields suit me. And then after that, for my preparation, to prepare for what I want, I am constantly updating my resume. Okay, I'm looking for free online courses, and also I'm thinking about joining university courses. I'm actually thinking of taking a teaching diploma after this. After I finish my degree, I'm planning to take a teaching diploma for my teaching passion. So these type of courses will sharpen my teaching and communication skills, okay? And I'm also looking for part-time jobs. I'm actually doing part-time teaching right now because I'm very passionate in that. Okay, so to put it simple lah, that's how I come up with my career goal. That I hope to work in the HR, admin, or education field. And I'm looking for a structured 9 to 5 job, including a people-focused environment. Yang itulah my career goal. Tapi yours can be different, okay? As I said earlier, everyone's different. Everyone has different motives. Everyone has different goals that they're working towards. Semua orang ada personality lain. So I want you to write a straightforward sentence for yourself, okay? It will help you in your job application later, and also it will show your employers that you have a direction in life. But I want you to remember that goal ni, it doesn't mean that it's permanent. It just helps you take this first step, okay? For example, kalau I dah tahu I punya goal macam ni, I tahu kat mana I nak cari. I tahu apa I nak buat next. Okay, next I nak cari kerja dekat teaching dulu. I nak buat part time dulu while I study. You know, it just helps you take this first step with purpose. You know, it doesn't have to sound fancy lah. You just have to make sure it feels real to you. Right. So to end everything, to wrap everything up for this session, before we go into networking, I want you to know that you don't have to have your whole future planned out lah ahead of you. Setting a career goal really helps you move forward. Tapi you don't have to plan semua ahead. Okay, you just have to ada goal tu, ada purpose tu. One step at a time. Okay, the earlier you reflect on these things, the more confident you'll feel, the more prepared you'll feel masa you nak apply to jobs nanti. Okay, so I hope everyone gets the note that I want you to reflect on who you are, and also take your time to explore your options. Okay, jangan melulu. Okay, and then I want you to prepare lah. Because if you're looking for a job without preparation, macam Nazirul cakap tadi, you won't get hired. Okay? So you need to prepare. Right. Hold on. Let me check how many minutes do we have. Okay, for our next session, since we only have 4 minutes left, is it okay if we continue in yet another link?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. I'll create a link for you. Give me a minute, please. Okay, everyone, I've pasted my next link, our next link in the chat. See you there.